What if I told you one man is being blamed for Kenya's entire education crisis? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the explosive call to fire a top official and the shocking funding gap that's leaving schools in debt. Meet Bumula MP Jack Wamboka, a DAP-K lawmaker. On Saturday, he stood before students and stakeholders at BITOK'S Secondary School and dropped a political bombshell. He called on President William Ruto to remove Basic Education Principal Secretary Julius BITOK. He accused him of presiding over failures that have stalled reforms and strained school operations nationwide. But here's the twist. Wamboka says the Education Cabinet Secretary, Julius Ogambamigos, is doing his best. He claims the PS is the one dragging the entire ministry behind. For reforms to succeed, he says BITOK must be removed with immediate effect. And then, something shocking happened. Wamboka didn't just stop at calling for a firing. He linked the PS to political ambitions. He alleged that BITOK spends significant time in Uasin Gishu pursuing political interests ahead of the 2027 general elections. He says this is at the expense of overseeing critical education functions. This paints a picture of a political actor, not an education reformer. But here's what nobody's talking about. The real money crisis in our schools. Wamboka revealed that schools had recently received about SH7,000 per learner. That's against the expected annual allocation of SH22,000. That's a staggering shortfall of SH15,000 per student. Imagine that multiplied across thousands of public schools. The MP warned this has disrupted operations completely. Head teachers are struggling to pay non-teaching staff. They can't purchase learning materials. They can't even meet basic food costs for the children. Unless the balance is released urgently, public schools will accumulate debts. And the quality of education, especially for learners from vulnerable backgrounds, will suffer. And then, Wamboka took aim at another presidential directive. He criticized the president's order allowing learners transitioning to grade 10 to report to school without uniforms. He argued that while the intention to promote access was good, it shifted administrative and financial pressure to school heads. These are the same heads already grappling with massive funding gaps. It's a policy meant to help that's actually creating more chaos. Here's the part that will blow your mind. This isn't just one MP complaining. His remarks come amid growing criticism of the education PS from within the government itself. Last week, National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah reportedly questioned BITOK's grasp of ongoing education reforms during a parliamentary session. This suggests the discontent is spreading. The tension is building. Some say BITOK is a weak link holding back vital reforms. Others might see this as political maneuvering ahead of 2027. But the undeniable truth is in the numbers: SH7,000 received versus SH promised. That's a broken promise to our children. Wamboka challenged the government's broader priorities. He said ambitions to transform the country's education outcomes will remain elusive if funding delays persist. He called for a reallocation of resources towards affordable education and healthcare, rather than large infrastructure projects. It's a debate about our nation's soul. Do we build roads or do we build minds? The implications are huge. If the funding crisis isn't solved, a generation of learners from poor backgrounds could be left behind. The controversy is clear. Is PS Julius BITOK the problem, or is he a scapegoat for systemic failures? The unanswered question hangs in the air. Will President Ruto listen to this call and make a change? Do you think the principal secretary should be removed, or is the funding delay a bigger issue for the entire government to solve? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news from the heart of Kenyan politics.